EVs have been storming the automobile industry for a few years, but now comes the leap into the most awaited segments, the SUV, or most preferably the truck segment. There are a lot of EV options available in the off-road segments recently, and it is very challenging to pick the one that suits you. So here are some of the upcoming and much awaited EV trucks from renowned brands. Let's examine those manufacturing stories and determine which would suit your needs and why. Number 1. Dodge Ram 1500. Ram uses the largest show of the year, at least in the US, to mock its first EV pickup truck, the Ram 1500 Rev. As it will be named, is being previewed in a Super Bowl commercial early in a fourth quarter 2024 opening in the US. The firm has also cast a bevy of ideas. If little in the way of specialized information, there is a tinier grille area up front than the standard 1500, with a Rubicon panel carrying the Ram wordmark. LED daytime running lights resume from the headlight assemblages onto this panel. The 1500 Rev will suit as Ram's entrant into an increasingly congested segment, going up against the preferences of the Ford F-150 Lightning, Chevrolet Silverado EV, and GMC Sierra EV. Other electric pickup trucks retain the more off-road oriented GMC Hummer EV and the smaller Rivian R1T, while the Tesla Cybertruck stays the elephant in the room, or instead not in the room, as it has yet to be unleashed. The 1500 Rev will employ Stellantis' SDLA frame body-on-frame architecture, which the firm has hitherto established would support 159 to 200 kilowatt-hour batteries and future electric motors, each producing 150 kilowatt and 330 kilowatt. Stellantis has also praised a range of up to 800 kilometers on SDLA frame vehicles. The Revolution concept featured a dual-motor all-wheel drive design and an 800-volt electrical architecture, which Ram states can DC fast charge at paces up to 350 kilowatt. A proclaimed 161-kilometer range can be counted in 10 minutes of charging. The label didn't describe any torque, power, or range figures for the concept, but comments it's devised to adapt larger capacity electric motors, which means it has the prospect for future high-performance applications. The 1500 Revolution concept has a cabin about 100 millimeters longer than the existing production model, which adds more internal space, though the tub stays the same length. One main highlight is the concept features third-row jump seats that can be set in the rear tub utilizing the Ram Track system. All the seats feature grab handles, incorporated seat belts, and speakers. They also can tuck flat and have advanced recline, work, and discussion modes. The Ram 1500 Revolution BEV concept comes with Level 3 Plus liberated driving, which when active, recants the steering wheel. Number 2. Hummer EV. We never believed we would see a brand new Hummer on American streets again, but the off-road label was reborn last year as an EV pickup truck named the GMC Hummer EV. This rendition is no wimpy economy-minded model. It's powered by a 1,000 horsepower electric powertrain, can speed to 60 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds, and brute force its way via any landscape. Thanks to a rear-wheel steering design, the Hummer EV can more effortlessly be handled around obstructions, boulders, or hatchbacks and can precisely drive sideways using its novel crab driving mod. While the competitors such as the Ford F-150 Lightning and Rivian R1T deliver better conventional pickup truck expediency, the Hummer EV is more of a toy than a tool. An SUV rendition of the Hummer EV will venture next, and more functional EV pickups from GMC and sister brand Chevrolet are also on the docket. For its second year on the market, the GMC Hummer EV SUT pickup truck acquires many new outlet colors, including Tide Metallic Afterburner Tin Coat, Void Black, Meteorite Metallic, and Deep Aurora Metallic. This is because GMC only vended the Edition 1 model last year, which arrived in Interstellar White. Now that Edition 1 has directed its course, the Hummer EV 3X is the ultimate trim. Rather than arriving completely loaded, it can be chosen with or without removable roof panels, and many of Edition 1's definitive off-roading equipment. Even though it's the most pricey model, we'd still advise the EV3X since it retains many of the best items presented on the Hummer EV, including a modifiable air suspension, GM's Super Cruise hands-free driving, and a massive 13.4-inch infotainment system. The affordable EV2X has a less powerful 2-motor drivetrain, and the EV2 won't run on sale until 2024. The only powertrain open in the Hummer EV is a design with 3 electric motors that make 1,000 horsepower. All-wheel drive is typical, and in our testing, the Hummer EV soared to 60 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds, gratitude to its Watts to Freedom launch control driving mod. While wowed by its acceleration, we were dispirited by its braking performance. Stalling all the Hummer EV's mass down to a stop from 70 miles an hour carried an extra long 211 feet, and recited runs resulted in a prominent brake fade. Maneuverability at low paces is sounder than desired, a direct result of the rear-wheel steering system. However, once you're up and driving, the Hummer EV is as cumbersome as other raised bro-dozers. The Hummer EV employs GM's new Ultium battery pack technology and brags an estimated 329 miles of driving range per charge. We monitored 290 miles during an all-highway range trial at 75 miles an hour. The Hummer utilizes an 800-volt electrical architecture with 350 kilowatt fast charging power, which GMC assertions will count 100 miles of range in 10 minutes. For customers who don't have any DC fast charging places nearby, the Hummer EV can also levy on standard public charging terminals or at home through a provided adapter. But charging periods are particularly slow. EPA fuel economy calculations for the Hummer EV are 43 mpge highways, 51 mpge cities, and 47 mpge United. For comparison, the Rivian R1T is ranked for 66 mpge highways, 74 mpge cities, and 70 mpge combined. A large 13.4-inch display is the infotainment screen, and there's a 12.3-inch digital instrument panel. GMC has hired Epic Games, the extremely popular Fortnite video game maker, to build the Hummer EV's infotainment interface graphics. Number 3. Tesla Cybertruck. The Tesla Cybertruck peaks like it was fallen off by an alien race, but it can challenge on top-selling pickup trucks. Tesla's all-electric truck is extremely formidable, with a sharp-edged exterior made of scratch and dent-resistant stainless steel. Along with general all-wheel drive, the Cybertruck can tug up to 14,000 pounds and has an evaluated driving range of 500-plus miles. While that lays only to the most pricey model, the shoddiest starts at $39,900. Of course, we still don't know much about the Cybertruck, even when it will officially go on sale. Tesla has stalled the truck's production timeline multiple times, but on April 7, 2022, CEO Elon Musk again pledged that the truck is arriving and will be out in 2023. The Cybertruck is public with not just one, not just two, but 3 electric engines. While the single-motor pickup has rear-wheel drive, the 2- and 3-motor models have all-wheel drive. Tesla contends it will go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 6.5 seconds and top at 110 miles an hour. The dual-motor Cybertruck will reportedly go 60 miles an hour in just 4.5 ticks and bear a top speed of 120 miles an hour. Those scrutinizing for the top performance will relish the 3-motor model, which Tesla says will go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.95 seconds, bearing a top speed of 130 miles an hour. All Cybertrucks have a modifiable air suspension that can be lifted or reduced on the fly, and delivers up to 16 inches of ground clearance. The Tesla pickup could be a tough off-road machine in addition to its 35-degree approach and 28-degree departure angles. Tesla didn't disclose the size of the batteries that will power its electrified pickup. Nonetheless, every model will have a 250 kilowatt charging cord. Of course, it will also have passed Tesla's extensive network of superchargers. Its driving range alters with the number of engines, but Tesla asserts the single motor has a range of 250 miles. The dual motors brag 300-plus miles, and the top-tier tri-motor design should furnish more than 500 miles on a single charge. Number 4. Ford Ranger Lightning. Demand for the Ford F-150 Lightning has surpassed the automaker's wildest dreams, far outstripping supply. Not surprisingly, Ford CEO Jim Farley said another electric truck is planned. When you strike gold, drilling a similar vein is logical. High-volume vehicles are pivotal to Ford's aspirations to evolve the EV boss, and scale will also help lessen costs. Farley and his crew are not conveying attributes of the EV addition to the F-Series family, but Farley ruled out an electric F-350, F-250, or F-450 for now, and has also expressed the truck is distinct from the next-gen Lightning. This suggests Ford is going smaller. Recent trademark filings for Maverick Lightning and Ranger Lightning may reveal Ford's hand. A Ford Ranger Lightning is the most rational next move and would give the business a re-energized EV in a segment that persists in attaining popularity. Ford told new next-gen electric pickup that will be assembled at the new Blue Oval City plant in Stanton, Tennessee, which will also make next-gen Lightning beginning in 2025. We can't rule out a performance F-150, an electric Raptor on the new, devoted EV platform for the next-generation Lightning, which would convey more than 580 horsepower and 775 pound-feet of torque already open on the current Lightning. But that will presumably come down the roads, after the smaller trucks. What do youth people think would rule the EV industry next? Will it be the most awaited Tesla Cybertruck from the EV masters? Or will it be the Hummer EV from the one-time giants? Comment down which one of these EVs would you get your hands on when launched. Until then, adios.